Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy. I like to talk about makeup panning, nail polish, and sometimes things going on in my real life. Today I have my update for everybody's favorite panning game, Deck of Panning. So if you're interested in seeing how I'm doing, then hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. Alright, Deck of Panning is a panning game that uses a deck of cards. It was created by Emily here at Emily and Max, and she was inspired by a booktuber, Books with Maddie, and she adapted this to panning. So there is a game board that she shuffles every month that all the cards in the deck have a corresponding prompt, and you draw cards and you work on those, set goals for those prompts, and bring in products for the prompts, set goals, any goal you want, and then, rotate it. It started on January 20th and goes until December 20th. So it's 11-month project. P's, projects, panning. You gotta know all the P words. All right, and that was the worst shuffle ever. So I'm shuffling my deck just a little bit while I talk about this, but I think I'm pretty much ready to get started, and those cards just do not want to go together, and I'm bending my cards. So let's talk about what I've been working on. At the last update, I believe I had some confusion. I had like a joker, and I had to draw an extra card and a veto. So I vetoed my draw an extra card. So I'm working on 5 prompts. The first one was for the Jack of Spades, and that came in April. That was mainstream. Any of the black jacks is mainstream. So I brought in a mascara from Wet n Wild. This is the Big Papa mascara. I brought this in April, and I said I would use it through July, and I did. I stopped using it at the beginning of July because it was irritating my eyes. I got 16 uses out of this in this project. Yeah, I would probably repurchase it, but I don't know. I have one I got that's also from Wet n Wild. That is their Mega Protein that I'm wearing. That is what I'm wearing today, and I really like it. It's a much smaller product one, so there's, can use up more of it, and it has a nicer wand. Anyway, I like it. I met my goal on that. That's a rollout. All right, next I brought in May for the 3 of Hearts. That prompt was SPF, so I brought in my #1 Holy Grail SPF. This is the Sunbun Face SPF 50, and my goal was to use this 30 times because it was the 3 of Hearts. In 3 uses was much too easy, and plus I wanted to, I'll use it every day. So the first one the first month I had it in, I used it 17 times, and since then, over the last month, I've used it 8 that I've remembered to mark. Weather lately has been a little bit hit and miss. Sometimes it's cloudy, and sometimes it's hot and 90 degrees. So 17 plus 8, that's 25 uses. So I have 5 more uses left to go, and this will be a rollout. Not a problem. I should be able to do that. Also, I don't wear it if I'm not leaving the house because I don't need to. I have other moisturizers. So that's another reason I didn't get 30 uses in 1 month. Not because I didn't use it every day. Well, I didn't use it every day. But yeah. Anyway, that's that. All right, next, last month for June, I brought in the Joker. For that, you are to bring in, the prompt is, are you joking? Something you don't want to pan, whether it's something you don't want to finish, something you don't want to use up, any reason you don't want to pan it. I brought in a perfume. This is Diesel Fuel for Life. It's not my favorite scent in my collection. This is one I've got in a grab bag from Goodwill for $7.99 that it contained one of my favorite scents, which is California Clementine from Atelier Cologne, as well as Strawberry Pound Cake from Bath & Body Works, and some other things. So this was just one thing that came in a bag of many for $8. Like I said, it's not my favorite. It starts off kind of piney, almost smells like gasoline, and then it kind of dries down into, I don't know, powdery. It seems to fade really well, really quickly, so I've been using it. I have a 20 use goal, and so far over the last month, I've used it 7 times. And yeah, I mean, I could put this in to finish, but I don't want to torture myself that much. So we still have, what is that, 13 more uses left to go on this. I'm going to keep using it. I have it in rotation with some other perfumes I have over here. Eilish and some things there. So yeah, I am using this. Like I said, it's not my favorite. If it were to leave my collection all of a sudden, I wouldn't be upset. That being said, actually, when I'm done with this, I might declutter it. Because it is one I don't like it that much. So I'm not hate panning it. I keep hoping it'll grow on me, and it isn't. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's for the Joker. All right, next was another Jack of Spades, and again, that's mainstream, so I brought in another Wet n Wild product because I've been trying a lot of Wet n Wild products because they're still affordable, and I haven't used Wet n Wild in years, and most of the products I found from them I've really enjoyed. So I don't think I've had any duds yet. So this is the Wet n Wild Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. This is quite large. Curious. This is 20 grams. And I'm sure I paid less than $10 for it. I really enjoy it. It's what I've been wearing. My goal is to use it 10 times. I've used it 9. No, my goal was 11 uses. I've used it 9. So I have 2 more uses left to go. Not going to be a problem. I do that, wear that most days when I do a full face of makeup. I have been trying to wear makeup on other days when I'm not recording, just kind of throw on some cheek product and some eye product and call it a day. So I don't do foundation and powder. But still, I use it every time I do a full face, which is when I record, and some other times. So yeah, 2 more uses, not going to be a problem. And then finally, the last product I had in is for the 10 of Spades, which is a focus product. And one of my focus products for this year, for last year really, and for this year is my Pacifica blush, the Natural Mineral Blush in Wild Rose. This is the oldest blush in my collection. It did have pan in it, but last year I decided to repress it, and now it doesn't have pan, but it still seems like there's a ton of product in here. I am wearing it today. I also have a cream blush underneath it. My goal for this is to use it 13 times, and I've used it 10 times since bringing it in last month. I have 3 more uses to go. I think I can do that. Not a problem. Okay, all that being said, so I have 1 rollout, so we need to bring in 1 new prompt. So let's see if I can shuffle my cards while I look at the game board, which I think I already have pulled up. I do. I know I do. Okay, there it is, nice and bright on my face. All right, so give the cards a shuffle. I mean, they should be fairly well shuffled. There, that was nice. So we have Foundation, Discontinued, Dethroned, Copycat, Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy. I like that one. Favorite color. Matches Nails. Ooh, that'd be tricky. It's very dark burgundy. But that would be fun to try. A Gemstone, a favorite category, Fantasy Self. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to cut the deck and pull the first card, which is the 4 of Diamonds, which is Home. I don't think I've ever had that prompt before. So what is home, a brand from your country, inspired by your country, or a product that feels like coming home, a comfort product. Okay. Give me a minute to figure out what that product is going to be, and yeah, I will be right back. Okay, that one took me a little while to think about. Let me get that out of the way. There we go. Because I live in the United States, a lot of products are made in the United States. I didn't want to go with something from my home country, so I was trying to think of something local to Seattle. There are some beauty brands that are located in the state of Washington. Number one that I can think of off the top of my head is Glossier, and I believe Menagerie. There's one other one that I can't think of off the top of my head that I was like, oh, they're here in Washington. But I don't have any of those. So I went through my collection, and I know there are eyeshadow palettes that are like the Emerald City. There are other things that are Emerald City, something like that. Anyway, after giving it a lot of thought, I decided to go with a nail polish that is from a boutique brand that I don't believe is in, I don't believe it exists anymore, but it is called Redmond. This is from Redmond, Washington. So it is a local boutique brand, and this is the shade Rojo. It's really pretty red cream. I got this in a D-stash. So it is local to my area of the world, and I decided, since this was the 4 of diamonds, I usually bring nail polish in for 2 uses, but I figured this is good enough, easy enough, and I have a whole rest of the year. I'm going to bring it in for 4 uses and give it some love. It is a nice formula. I believe I have already worn this, and as far as I know. It is a nice deep red, and yeah, looking forward to using it. And it is local, boutique brand, unfortunately, that does not exist. Yeah, I think there's another indie makeup brand that is in Washington, and I can't for the life of me remember who it is. So if you can think of one, I think they're in Lacey. So if you know of an indie makeup brand in Lacey, Washington, let me know. Yeah, but I know there's Menagerie, and I know there's Glossier, and I think there's another big name brand. But anyway, that's beside the point. That is everything for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me any comments, feedback, suggestions. Just say hi down below. Let me know that you enjoy it, and let the make the YouTube algorithms happy if you want. Otherwise, you don't have to. But until my next video, don't forget to take care of yourselves. Stay true to you, and I love you no matter who or what you are. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.